When FIFA officially confirmed that the 2026 World Cup final would feature the first-ever halftime show in tournament history, the world was not simply witnessing a change in entertainment format. It marked the moment football officially entered an era of full-scale showbiz transformation, where the pitch would no longer be the sole center of attention, but part of a massive global cultural machine powered by fandoms, streaming, advertising, and worldwide influence. And in FIFA's biggest gamble in modern history, BTS stands as the most important strategic card. For decades, the World Cup had been viewed as the final stronghold of traditional sports culture. While the Olympics and the Super Bowl continuously expanded their entertainment elements to maximize commercial profits, FIFA largely maintained a classic image: short opening ceremonies, football as the absolute centerpiece, and music serving merely as support. But World Cup 2026 is rewriting every rule. The decision to introduce a Super Bowl-style halftime show during the final at MetLife Stadium is not just about adding a performance segment. It is a declaration that FIFA wants to transform the World Cup into the largest entertainment spectacle on the planet, a place where football, music, media, and fandom economics merge into one global ecosystem. That is precisely why the first halftime show lineup in World Cup history feels almost mathematically designed. Madonna represents the long-established mainstream audience, the generation that witnessed pop music dominate MTV and global television. Shakira embodies the DNA of the World Cup itself, the artist who turned Waka Waka into a collective memory shared by billions. But BTS is the piece that makes FIFA's entire strategy explosive. Because FIFA understands one critical truth: in today's era, fandoms are more powerful than television networks. If the World Cup once ruled through pure sporting attraction, FIFA now wants control over the global pop culture market as well. To achieve that, they need a force capable of bringing Gen Z, social media, and the streaming economy directly into football. No artist fits that role better than BTS. For years, BTS has no longer been viewed as a conventional K-pop group. They have transcended the Asian idol system to become a global cultural brand, where every activity generates enormous economic impact. From concerts and albums to tourism and consumer spending, the name BTS is now attached to an ecosystem of profit operating on a near-national scale. The term BTSnomics is no longer just fandom exaggeration. It has become a legitimate economic phenomenon studied seriously in South Korea. Cities visited by BTS consistently report surges in tourism, hotel bookings, airline traffic, retail sales, and local spending. Their upcoming Arirang Stadium tour alone is projected to generate nearly $1.8 billion globally, a figure large enough to place BTS alongside the biggest touring acts in music history. But World Cup 2026 is even larger than a stadium tour. It is a platform where BTS can perform before billions of viewers simultaneously, a scale that even sold-out nights at places like Tokyo Dome or Goyang Stadium cannot achieve. For FIFA, BTS is the key to bringing younger generations into the World Cup ecosystem. For BTS, the World Cup becomes an opportunity to evolve into something even greater: artists embedded permanently into the history of global pop culture. The most fascinating figure in this narrative is Jung Kook. In 2022, Jung Kook appeared at the World Cup as a pioneer, performing Dreamers during the opening ceremony in Qatar. By 2026, he returns not as a solo representative of Asia, but as part of the group FIFA selected for the first halftime show in World Cup history. It is a symbolic leap in status. Dreamers became a worldwide phenomenon far beyond expectations. The song rapidly dominated TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube at a pace rarely seen for a sports soundtrack. Millions of people who did not even follow football became aware of the World Cup through Jung Kook. That success helped FIFA realize the true value of K-pop lies not only in music itself, but in its ability to transform any event into a global media phenomenon. The World Cup already surpasses the Super Bowl in viewership. However, the Super Bowl possesses something FIFA has never fully mastered: the ability to create cultural moments that explode across the internet within minutes. The 2026 halftime show is FIFA's direct attempt to seize that power. When Madonna, Shakira, and BTS stand on the same stage, FIFA is not simply producing entertainment. They are engineering a collision of global fandom empires. Fans of American pop, Latin pop, and K-pop will focus their attention on one singular event at the same time, something unprecedented in sports history. The timing is also commercially perfect for BTS. The release of the Arirang album alongside a massive global stadium tour will benefit enormously from the World Cup's media impact. In the music industry, major sports performances traditionally trigger spikes in streaming numbers, album sales, and Billboard rankings. But the World Cup exceeds even the Grammys and the Super Bowl in terms of global audience reach. In other words, FIFA is handing BTS a planetary launchpad. And through this moment, the world may be witnessing something even bigger than music or football. World Cup 2026 could become the event that completely erases the boundary between sports and the entertainment industry. The final will no longer simply determine the best football team in the world. It will become a total cultural product where music, fandoms, fashion, social media, and advertising operate together to generate unprecedented value. And at the center of this historic transformation, BTS is not merely performing. They are the symbol of the new era FIFA is trying to build, an era where the greatest power no longer lies solely on the pitch, but in the ability to make the entire world watch, share, and obsess over the same moment together.